welcome back to Arkham. It is October of 25, and I want to start off this episode of the game by fixing the error I mentioned in the last video. So, when this fire vampire came out of this portal in a surge, that was the 8th enemy, and it should have gone to the outskirts, which meant there was one less on the board when the zombie came out of this portal. So he would not go to the outskirts and would move here. The number of monsters in the outskirts will remain at 3, but all that does is change the location of some of the enemies. Although this is an easier enemy to probably kill, it makes the French streets a little nastier, which is a good idea. I didn't send Dexter there last time. And unfortunately, I think Michael would have been able to take it out, no problem. As far as the movement, as I said in the first video, it says at any point during your movement, if you're in the same space, you can trade items. And fighting is always interrupts your movement and ends your movement, and you immediately fight. So, I could technically, by my reasoning, move Dexter here, kill this, and let Michael move there. But I'm not exactly for sure if the way I've been doing it is correct or not. So I'm just going to house rule it that you could do that. Technically, everyone would move at the same time, but you would ask, hey, are you going to go this way? We could meet up. And the movement would be at the same time. And so she told him, let me clear out that monster before you move, whatever. Because like I said, at the beginning, middle, or end of your movement, if you are sharing a space with another investigator, you can swap items. And so we're going to let that stand. We'll let the very first turn of the game stand where I believe it was Michael and Jenny did some swapping. I'm going to try to avoid doing that very often. And my plans for this turn will not have to worry about that. It would make it easier for him to get up here, fight those monsters, and go in the portal. But I think I want to collect some of these clue tokens before they vanish anyway. So now we're ready to jump into this episode of the upkeep. So thanks again to everyone who has been watching, and if you do know the official ruling on that movement question, leave me a comment, let me know, or if you catch another mistake. But otherwise, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to keep playing, and the first player token will move here. Jenny will get her $1. We will refresh all these spells. Now, I believe that Jenny is going to try something a little risky. So we're going to use her one focus and move her wheel here. Hoping that we can get this to cast, we're going to give it one shot. And if it casts, because it does say any phase. So we're going to try to do that before she starts movement. Because if she succeeds, we'll do plan A, kill some monsters, and if not, we'll resort to plan B. She only has 2 sanity. Alright, so casting modifier is a -1. It will cost her 1 sanity to cast that. So 5 minus 1 will be a 4. Oh, come on. There we go. So she does succeed in casting this. That will be one hand of combat, and that will be the other hand. So I think we're going to try to have her fight some monsters. The rest of their stats I think are good for this turn. May have to change one for the next turn. And I think we're ready for the movement phase. Let me just turn this over here. So we're going to have Dexter, instead of, like I said, killing this monster and freeing up Michael, we're going to move here. to Hibbs because that is an unstable location, has 2 clues. We haven't been able to go there for a while because it's been blocked off, so we want to do that before they disappear. And technically she will be the last player, but we'll go ahead and move her here. She's going to do that and get 2 clues. The reason being is since Jenny, succeeded in her shriveling spell, we'll move her here to take on that star spawn and that zombie, and Michael's just going to stay there and fight that ghoul, unfortunately. So we'll put these here and we'll move back over for some combat. And since that was the plan, if it succeeded, so far it did, we're going to go ahead and start with the star spawn because they are so nasty. That is a -3 on the horror check. So let's see if she goes insane. She will get 5 minus 3, so that'll be 2. And she failed. But at any phase, we can exhaust this to re-roll a horror check. Come on. Yes, I was hoping with 2 chances, a total of 4 dice, we might be able to get her to succeed at that. That was the only part I was really worried about. So let's go ahead and combat the star spawn. So her fight, we put it down to 1, but we were successful in casting shriveling, so that will add 6. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. And the enchanted blade will be 4. I gotta grab another one. And she needs 3 successes. Let me see if I can get these in my hand, then we'll move this back. Sorry. Alright. Don't think I have any kind of re-rolls. We're not doing this because she didn't have any extra movement. She used 2 to move, and you need to use 2 to cast that. 1, 2, 3, just enough. Just enough. The gamble actually paid off this time. I cannot believe it. We really needed her to succeed at that. So that is 3, 4, 5. She's already got 5 points of trophies. Now the zombie should not be as dangerous. Her wheel is 5 minus 1. So she will get to roll 4 dice for that wheel check. Are you kidding me? Cannot re-roll. She took out a star spawn and the zombie. The zombie will deal her 1 sanity point. She's going to go insane. So first she gets knocked out and goes to the hospital. Now she's going to the asylum. And I really wanted to keep her on the bottom half of the board because everybody else is at the top. Alright, we'll deal with that in a moment. That is ridiculous. She will have to discard half of her items. I really wanted to get that to work. Let's see. I will look at that off camera to see if I want to get rid of the weapon because I know some other people have weapons. This is pretty powerful. That is so upsetting, so pathetic. Alright. Let's let Michael have his combat. It's just a ghoul. There is no horror penalty, so his wheel is 4. I'm trying to get this stuff in here without knocking my little markers all around too much. Easy. Combat. So he will get 3 dice. Plus his Tommy gun, he will get 6. Alright. And he only needs 1 success on a ghoul. Yeah, pretty easy stuff for Mike there. Alright, I'm going to pause and figure out what we're going to do about her being knocked out. This will go back to the French streets. I can't believe it. She kills the star spawn and dies to the zombie. I think Jenny's faking it. I really do. Oh, I destroyed this ghastly star spawn creature, but oh, a zombie! Ooh, I'm too afraid. Yeah, whatever. So she goes to Arkham Asylum. She gains back that one sanity, and will have a full turn next turn. She will have to lose half of her clues rounded down, which is nice because she only had one, so I think half down would be 0. I think I'm going to get rid of these. She's close to everyone. Mike can give her a weapon, and I think Dex could give her a weapon. So even though that is good, 4 with a one-handed, I think we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of the shriveling since it was her demise, because she's not going to move next turn. She'll get a chance to roll on that tome again and try to get a free skill. Now, it does specifically say that you do not have an encounter this turn if you go to the insane asylum or if you're knocked out and go to the hospital. You can think of it as your encounter is that someone rescues you and you get one sanity or 1 stamina back, and that is your encounter. And you get a full turn next turn, so it's not like being delayed. It's a little strange. So she will have no encounter, and Mike has no encounter, but Dexter and Amanda will. So let's look at Dexter here at Hibbs Roadhouse. See what we get. It is a shorter one. It says, pass a luck -1 check or a pickpocket cleans you out. Lose all your money. Man, what is the deal with Dexter and his $5? Everybody wants his $5. That's just crazy. So let's see. His luck is a 2. Yeah, 2 -1. So let's see how it goes. No, and he holds on to it. That's crazy. Next time if he does lose, I'll be like, well, it's okay. He held on to it for so long, and he got like 4 or 5 clues before he lost it, so it'll be worth it. Unnameable for Amanda. Let's see, right there in the middle. You bump into Eric Colt. He tells you a horrible tale of the mythos to test your nerve. If you listen, lose 2 sanity. If this doesn't drive you insane, take his ally card if it is available. If it is not available, you may pump him for more information instead and gain 3 clues. Ooh, she has the sanity. I do like grabbing allies. That is, I think it's worth it. Because you can't get the 3 clues if his card is available, and it should be available. So we're going to look for Eric Colt. She will lose 2 sanity and get an ally. Let me be right back. +2 speed. You take no sanity loss from the nightmarish ability. Nice. All right, that is going to be handy. So +2 speed also. Now she won't have to adjust her speed next turn. That's very nice. I think that's worth the 2 sanity loss. She can get her sanity back later. We have no other world encounters this turn. Let's hope we don't have a big nasty monster surge again. Private security hired in Uptown. All monsters in the Uptown streets and locations are returned to the cup. Clue appears. Woods. Alright, so I need to look at this. So, the woods. Yep. That's why I wanted to keep somebody down at the bottom of the board. I figured it was going to open soon enough. Luckily, we killed off some monsters before she went insane. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 on the board. So, we will get a gate opening here in the woods, and it will be, ooh, that's a nasty one. It's a -3 to try and close. That goes to Raleigh, or Raleigh. There you go. Nasty. And it does spawn 1 monster since it is a new portal opening, and it's another ghoul. So, not worried about that at all. But that will add a Doom token on the track. There we go. That is 4 hit points for that old one if we have to fight him. Now, we'll have a clue appear at the Historical Society. And that is down here somewhere. Yep, right there next door. It says all monsters in the uptown streets. So where's the uptown? Nothing happens. So we were going to get rid of some monsters. Alright, we need to move. Let's see. This circle is anyone in the streets. Yes, they are. He is going to fly straight over to Michael, of course. And so will this Byakhee. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He can't go anywhere. Now we need squares and diamonds. Those are all crescents. That's a crescent. Thank goodness he's not fighting that vampire yet. Maybe he can fight it solo. So yeah, that's it. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. I thought about making a questionable move again this turn, but I just talked about not trying to not do that, so I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to change my plans. Jenny will be our lead investigator. She will earn $1. Now, we're going to let Jenny increase her lore. You'll see why in just a moment. Mike, nothing. Amanda, now that she has the bonus 2 speed, I was going to increase her speed 1 so she could get around, but now she's got extra speed, so I'm actually going to increase her sneak. So she'll still have the 3 speed that she needs, but she'll have 4 sneak, so that's pretty good. And Dexter, I'm going to go ahead and increase his speed. It's just off camera. Let me show you. I'm going to increase his speed up to 4. That's actually for next turn, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. So we increased her lore. Why did we do that? So she is going to exhaust this and use 2 of her movement, which she is not using because she's just sitting in the insane asylum. And she will roll lore -2. So this time she'll be rolling 2 dice. And she finally succeeds. So, exhaust, spend 2 movement, make a lore -2. If you pass, draw 1 skill and discard this. So we will discard that. Let's see what skill she gets. Any face, exhaust to re-roll a horror check. She already has that. So now she's got 2 of them. That would have been handy against the zombie of all things. Now the rules say that you may only have 1 copy of, say, a retainer, a bank loan, the silver twilight membership, blesses, curses, things like that. But I believe those cards even say that on there, that you cannot. So if anyone knows if you can have 2 bravery, let me know. It does seem strange. Maybe I should have just spent that and re-rolled against that zombie, but the way she's been going and stuff, I just let it go. I thought it was kind of funny. And then we get that. So, yeah. Anyway. This movement phase will be quick. Jenny will stay here to get treatment. Mike will stay in the streets to fight. Dexter's going to move 1. Or I'm sorry, Amanda's next. She will go 1, 2, 3 with her ally. She has the movement, and Dexter's going to go 1, 2, 3 to pick up this clue token. Now let's go take care of Mike's combat right here. We are here with Michael, the Monster Mangler, McGlynn. And both of these are the same. They're both Byakhees. So I don't know where to set these really. Let's just put it right there. So his will is 4 minus 1 plus 1. So his will be 4. And we do have to do each one of these separate. So I'm going to go ahead and just do 1 horror and combat, 1 horror and combat. So he passed that horror check, no problem. So now combat, no modifier. So he has 6 plus 3 is 9. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only needs 1 damage. Did not get it. Are you kidding me? Does he have any rerolls or anything? No. Oh, come on, Mike. I was bragging on you. So, this is the enemy's hit points. This is the damage it deals, which is unfortunate. He's going to take 2 damage. But he's at full health. We'll just go ahead and take it. And we do not have to do a horror check for that monster again. We just stay in combat. We can either try to flee, which means you try to pass the evade, or you just fight. Now, come on. There we go. We've got 1, 2, 3 successes. You really should not have made that hard on us, Mike. Alright. Horror check again. So that is a 4 plus 1 minus 1. So 4. Pass that, and he will get 4, 5, 6, and 3. And there we go. He had been doing so well, he was bound to fail eventually, but that was ridiculous with that many dice. Could not get 1 success. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. He only has 4 toughness of monster trophies right now. For Arkham Encounters, Jenny will pay $2 here to receive all of her mental sanity back, bringing her back to 6. I'll just set that right there for now. And let's see, Mike will not have one, of course. He's in the street area with no events going on. So we'll go to Amanda, who is over here in the science building, and she's going to do what Mike did. She's not going to have a regular encounter here. She will instead 2, 4, 5. She will spend her 5 monster toughness tokens. Let's get those back in the bag. Give a little toss. And she will grab her 2 clue tokens for that. Excellent. Now we'll go to Dexter. Now there is no portal here. It's a sealed gate. So he can have a regular encounter. So the Black Cave. A monster appears. Are you kidding me? Now, the way these work, this monster is for 1 turn. Okay? So, he either flees from it, kills it, or it kills him. Then, when we finish the combat and decide what we're going to do, it goes back into the bag. So it's not going to stay on the board. It will not even count for the monster limit. So let's get him something small so he can just whoop up on it. Oh, a maniac. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But the terror level is at least 6. It's not. His rating is increased to a -2. His combat damage increases to 3 stamina. Wow, and he gains endless. Boy, he's not. So he's just a crazy person. Sorry about my mic. Hopefully I can increase the volume and it'll take care of that. But the unfortunate thing is I think he should be able to win this, but he won't get to keep it as a trophy because it is a one turn like sudden monster encounter. So we're going to go ahead and in any phase cast the Wither. I think that's what we want to do. Or do we want to... Let's see, that would be 3 and 5. This would be... Let's just use the shotgun. Why not? Before we give that to Jenny. So, first we'll do a will check. That's a 3. But if you notice, we don't need to succeed. Nothing happens. So we'll just go straight into combat because it's a maniac. So a fight is 1. Shotgun is 4. So he gets 5 dice. Get this on camera. There we go. And a 6 with the shotgun counts as 2 hits, so it's 2, 3, 4. That's more than enough, but like I said, we don't get to keep that as a trophy. Unfortunate. So Maniac will go back into the bag, and we have no other world encounters this turn. Another headline. Strange tremors cease. All Chthonians and Doles in Arkham are returned to the cup. If at least one monster returns to the cup, raise the terror level. No, I don't think we have any of those. We'll double check. Let's see. Independence Square. So yeah, we're gonna have another monster surge, which is unfortunate, but is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, fortunately for us, we did kill some monsters, but Jenny did not kill that zombie, so we are going to be over our limit. So the first one is going to be a ghost. They're pretty nasty, hard to get away from, and they're actually, you know, pretty scary. They're physically immune, so I don't think Mike's going to be going there this turn. Don't know if I need to close that right now anyway. I think all the cards with Independence Squares probably come through. Let's see. Another zombie coming out from the witch's house. Well, that I guess is kind of thematic. And let's see. Another cultist. That's nothing. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are at our limit. That means this monster, whatever it is, will go to the outskirts. It's another cultist, no big deal. And if you see, we are at our limit of 4. So we have not exceeded our limit. We're just at our limit. And let's do some more unnameable. Another clue appears at the unnameable. All right. And then we're going to see Chthonians and Doles. I don't think so. No. Nope. And okay, so we have the Hex is moving, so he'll move into the uptown. And nope, those are all crescents. Those are all crescents. Good grief. We need to close a gate with a crescent moon. That's a plus symbol. Alright, but I think that is it for that Mythos phase. Alright, I think we got a plan. I don't know that it's a good plan, but we've got a plan. We're going to try. And first off, we will move this, and Jenny will get $1. Then let's see, Mike, we're going to increase his speed by 1. And Amanda, I think we're going to leave alone. Dex, we're going to leave alone. And Jenny, I think we're going to leave hers alone unless we want to increase her fight just a little bit. We can always change it back, so let's go ahead and move her fight 1. Okay. Oh, we need to refresh all these. Yeah, I gotta tell you, the more I've been thinking about it, I think I've been playing correctly at the end of the game, but I messed up on that first turn. I don't think they should have been able to swap, because I think you do go in turn order when you move, which means Mike will complete all his movement. Then the next player, everybody takes turns completing that phase before you go to the next phase. But it is what it is. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to attempt to move 4. But he has to first try to evade this zombie. Now that is a +2, so that's not too bad. Now his evade is 2. We moved his speed up to 4, so his evade is down to 2. So he will get +1. We want to evade that monster, which he did. So he was able to sneak past that zombie. It was slow and lumbersome and all that. So, and since he evaded it, he didn't have to fight it. He didn't have to stop his movement. He's going to move right there and then his movement there, where he will be fighting at the end of his movement. We'll get back to that in a moment, but we're going to go to Amanda. Amanda's going to go 1, 2, and she's going to attempt to go into the woods down here. But she's got this nasty monster right here. If she doesn't, that's fine. We'll fight the ghoul, but... So her sneak is a 4. She has no modifiers. So 4 minus 3, she only gets 1 chance. So she failed her sneak check, which means she's stuck there in combat with him. So we will come back to that in a moment. I was afraid of that. I probably should have just stopped there and followed him, but I was like, let's go ahead and get in that portal if we can. So next would be Dexter. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. If you remember last turn, we increased his movement to 4. So first off, I think I'm going to cash this in. That $5 somebody keeps trying to steal, he is going to give $3 to Jenny. He's going to hold on to 2 himself to get healed this turn, so I'll just leave it right here on the board. He says, Jenny, sure is a good thing that you so pretty, because you've been pretty useless so far, almost useless. He's going to give her that shotgun he has in the holy water also. So he's going to give her all of this stuff while he is moving around there. So we'll put that on her board. We're going to leave that $2 there. He'll be using that soon. And then for her movement, she's going to go 1, 2, 3, of course, right down there to the curio shop. So let's deal with Amanda's first, since she failed her evade with that ghoul. Alright. That means they immediately deal their combat damage, so she will take 1 health. Now we enter combat like normal. So basically on the evade is maybe you don't even see the monster. Maybe it doesn't see you. So you're just walking along, and then if you don't evade it, then you come in contact with it. So it attacks you. You still have to start off the combat. Now that we are officially in combat, you must do a horror check. So will is 3, no modifier. No modifiers there. And she succeeds. That's good. And now she will go to fight. She has a 2 plus her magic lamp is 5. So 2, 4, 5. I don't think we're going to be doing anything else. Yeah. We may have to get her up to the top of the board to heal up. Alright. And she's got plenty of successes, so she does defeat the monster and gain a trophy, but since her movement was interrupted by this monster and ended in combat, that ends her movement. She will not go to the gate this turn, which is probably a good thing. I don't know, we might need to get her some money or some healing or something, but she does have all those clues. Let's look at Mike now. So I'm going to just drag the camera right here. Sorry about that. And we will... Let's see. Neither one of these are that nasty. This one, there's no penalty for failing a sanity check, so we're not even going to bother. This one here is a -1, so let's go ahead and do that sanity check on him. Or the horror check, I guess. So his will is currently a 4, so it'll be a 3. And that is a failure. He will take... Oh, wait. I keep forgetting that. So let's... Yep, he failed. So he will take 1 sanity damage. Nah. Maybe I should have taken him up to the hospital. He's got money. He only has 3 sanity max anyway, so he'll probably go insane once he gets pulled into this portal. That was not good by me. I really did not expect him to fail that. Alright. He is rolling bad all of a sudden. I bragged on him and now he does bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and fight this monster. So he's got a fight of 3 and 6. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1 success. Are you kidding me? It was enough, but it's not good. And then this monster here, he actually gets an extra die against that one. Ooh, did he get a negative against this one? Yes, he did. Alright. Maybe I need to cheat. Tell you what, we'll say he beat this one. There we go. Alright. So, 3, 6 is 9, 2, 4, 6, 8. 9 minus 1 is 8. Now watch me get killed right here. Oh, 1 failure. Do I have a reroll? No, I don't. So, yep, he's going to take 2 damage. He is getting beat up before he goes into that portal. Not good at all. See, you brag about somebody and they quit working for you. There we go. Good grief, Mike. What are you doing? You got all this good stuff and you're going to go insane or something in that portal. Now we're into the Arkham encounter phase. All that action was just in the movement. So Mike's encounter is that he will enter into this portal, and that is to the City of the Great Race. So he will move right there just barely on camera. Next is Amanda, and she is in Uptown. She got stopped by that monster, the ghoul, so she will not have an encounter. Then Dexter up here, he will spend his last $2 to heal up the rest of his sanity, so he will get where is it? The rest of his sanity up, so he'll be able to cast spells. And then we get to Jenny. She's got a bunch of money here, so she's just gonna go to the curio shop. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3. See what we get. Let me get the camera to focus if I can. So we get the ruby eye, 3 extra movement points. That's pretty good. It does not, if you notice it says movement, it does not affect your speed for speed checks, but moving on the board, it gives you movement. It's $8. I don't think she can afford it. Pallid Mask, +2 to evade checks. That's only $4. That's not too bad. Another tome, the King in Yellow. Exhaust and spend 2 movement points to make a lore -2 check. If you pass, gain 4 clue tokens. Lose 1 sanity. Still, that's 4 clue tokens. We're going to go with that. Plus, it's cheap. It's $2. There we go. In case you're colorblind, I don't know if it's hard to see or not, but this is red, blue, green, and yellow. So we are in the City of the Great Race, so we need a green or a yellow card. So nope. 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 We were so used to the Dreamlands, it was every color. There we go. So, Yoggoth, the Dreamlands, nope. So we're going to go to the other. It is the right color, but it is not a specific. You stare into the faces of madness. Roll 1 die for each point of sanity you have. Lose 1 sanity for each die that does not roll a success. If you do not go insane, you gain a clue for each die that rolled a success. Well, here's the test right here. As y'all remember, he only has 1 stamina and 1 sanity left. This could be the end of Mike. Now, on checks like this, it's not a skill check based on any kind of stats. It just says roll a die for each sanity point you have. So, come on, Mike. If there's ever been a time I need you to just get 1 success. Man, I really thought about putting several cuts in here of me rolling like 6 or 7 times trying to succeed just for funny, but nope, we're not going to do that. It is unfortunate. He will be going insane in the other world. So let me show you what happens. So he will lose half of his clue tokens, rounded down, and half of his items rounded down. So I'm going to get rid of the dynamite. The vampire is physical resist, and the gaunt, or the ghost, is physical immune. And so we're going to have to get somebody else to take care of those. He will be delayed and go there. It is right down here on the board. So he'll be delayed next turn. Just can't seem to catch a break. Let's see what we have here. We have a rumor. We have the science building. Oh, wow. Okay. So we got a bunch of stuff going on. Let's look at this closer. See if I can get it to focus here. What does it say? The stars are right. Ongoing effect. Roll a die at the end of every Mythos phase while this card is in play, beginning the turn after it entered play. On a 1 or a 2, place 1 Doom token on the Ancient One's Doom. No! Pass. If a player discards an ally card while in the downtown streets during the Arkham encounter phase, return this card to the box and each player draws 2 common items. Good grief. Fail. If the Ancient One awakens, return this card to the box. So downtown streets. So the way I've been rolling for everyone, this could be very deadly. And we only have one person that has an ally right now. She is in Uptown, which is at the bottom of the board, and Downtown, which is at the top of the board, is where this card... Oh, it's awful. So let's see. Science Building. Let's see what we get. We get the City of the Great Race again. So we have 2 of those on the board. And we will draw a monster. See, we have 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it? 4 monsters on the board right now. So we are okay there. We get another zombie. We are getting very fortunate with the monster draws. I'm not going to lie. A clue appears in the downtown's... No. Ooh, no. No clue appears. Ow. It's just this. Alright, so let's do monster movement. Let's see. Those are all crescents. Crescent. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's it. It's all crescents. So where is the crescent gate? This is a triangle. This is ridiculous. So no monster movement. This will go here. And we need to put a Doom token on the Doom track. We are at 5 of 11. And we are not looking good at all. We got some people that are seriously injured. Seriously stuck. We are almost about to overrun the outskirts. And we are getting too many gates open now. Not getting any closed. It's not looking good. So this is looking pretty bad. This card says you only go insane. This one is the same. It's an environmental effect going on in the French streets. You can do the same thing, roll your dice trying to get clues, but you get devoured if you fail. You're just dead, out of the game. No one to rescue you. Then we've got this rumor going on in downtown that we'll have to roll for. So let me put a marker. Got a cube here. I'll put this on the Ancient One at the top of the board just to remind me to roll for that. Wow, guys, this is looking bad. I think I'm going to have to end it there. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and may God bless you.